What's up guys, Carl here with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about how MSC confiscated almost $2,000 worth of drone equipment when I was aboard the MSC Meraviglia back in December. Now let's get right into it. They took my drone case without my knowledge, didn't alert me, nothing at all. I spent almost all Sunday looking for my luggage after we got on board. They had to move us from deck 10 to 12 because our room was messed up. We're making another video about that. This is my second time on the Meraviglia and it's my last time. Very disappointed, mind you, very disappointed. So we got up there. I went back down to 10. Couple hours since we were on the ship and everything. We got all of our other luggage just to make sure they didn't deliver my case to the room. It still wasn't there. Then I finally went to guest services, asked them like, hey, what's going on? Where is this? They inquired about it. They called around the whole ship. Hours later, still nothing. So it's nighttime now. It's time to go to bed. I go to sleep. I wake up at around 2 a.m. I go down to guest services. There's one guy working there. He asks me, what's inside of your case? And I'm like, it's drones that I use for filming. He was like, well, it's probably confiscated. I'm like, really? And no, I don't get like an alert about this. Like, you guys don't call me. There's no communication with your security team and guest services. I guess not. So he calls up a security officer. She explains the whole thing to me. Let me give you a quick little background. I'm not going to make this video too long. It's really just awareness. If you're going to go aboard MSC with a drone, just know that it may get confiscated. You may get to keep it because this story has two sides to it. Now check this out. She's talking to me. She's like, yeah, I can't give your drones back to you when we go to Ocean Cay because we don't allow drones there. So I'm like, that's fine. That's cool. I understand that. Bahamas rules are really strict. But you'll get them when we dock in Costa Maya. So I explained to her like, hey, can I get my batteries the night before to charge them? Because I don't charge up my batteries and leave them charged for an extended period of time. You're not supposed to with LiPos. Now, I've been flying and building drones for almost 10 years. And let me show you, there's two types of drones that I have. There's this style. This right here, hand built from scratch by me. I've been flying these for almost 10 years now. And there's these DJI drones. Now, everyone knows if you're going to travel and you just want to capture really high quality shots as easy as possible and as safe as possible, you get one of these. Now, why do I have these? I have these because if I see a hole in the wall or something cool out on the ocean, out on the beach, in the sea, I can fly this. This has no sensors, no GPS, not controlled by anything, not restricted in any airspace. I could literally fly this in an airport, but I would never do that because that's against the rules. That will get me locked up and in jail. These, however, do have restrictions. If you're too close to an airport, I think it's 5 miles, unless they increase that, 5 miles away, you're not allowed to fly. There are workarounds, but you're not allowed to take off if you're too close or in a restricted airspace. So I can understand someone seeing this in the scanner and someone seeing this, but come on, like, this doesn't have propellers on it. I have two identical drones, an entire big case with goggles, batteries, propellers, controller, the whole works. These things are not cheap. My goggles alone is like $400. My controller, another $200. Then these, with all the equipment that goes into them, you're looking at almost $2,000 in that case that MSC just took and didn't think to alert me about it. So I don't have this on board. All right. This, however, was in my backpack in its case with its controller, in its folded state, just like this. This is what they see in the scanner. And it passed through security, no problem. So I'm talking to her about my other set of drones. And she's like, yes, you'll be able to get your batteries to charge the night before. Then I go on to tell her, I have a drone in my bag upstairs. How come that didn't get confiscated? She doesn't know. So fine. So day before we get to Costa Maya, I go down to guest services. I'm like, hey, the security officer told me that I can get my batteries to charge up for my drone because they're going to give it to me when we dock in Costa Maya. So they call up security. They're like, I literally hear them over the phone. No, we can't give it to them. At that point, I was trying my best not to get upset because, you get angry and you just lose your mind. So I kept calm. I said, okay, can I speak to the head security? He came up. His name was Tristan, by the way. I spoke to him. I told him, listen, man, I'm not going to fly my drone on the ship. I don't even want my drone. I just want my batteries to charge up. And he goes on to saying, well, I don't know if you can use them in Mexico. We would have to contact them, and then we would have to let you know. I'm like, listen, I can. I've checked the rules. Drones are allowed in Mexico. You just got to follow the guidelines. Don't fly near airports. Don't fly over people. Stay below 400 feet. It's basically it. He was like, well, I don't, it's a procedure we got to go through. So then I go ahead to ask him about this. Now I'm like, so I have a drone in my bag upstairs. I can't take that off board either. He was like, you have a drone in your bag upstairs? Well, I'm going to have to come up and confiscate that from you. I was like, really? Your colleague Monday morning did not do that. So why are you going to do that? And he goes back on his word. He's like, all right, well, if she didn't do it, I can't do it. I have to talk to my security team and let them know what to look out for. I'm like, all right, man, that's fine. Just let me know if I can have my batteries so I could charge them, so I could take at least one of my drones off when I get to Costa Maya. Never alerted me. I didn't even bother. I was like, you know what? Just forget it. I'm going to figure out another way how to get cool drone shots. Just forget it. I've been flying forever, and now I go on so many adventures. It's nice to have a drone, but if you're going to be going on board MSC, I know they have their drone restrictions. MSC literally, on the World Europa, they have drones that they allow to fly on the ship because of their drone academy program. They sell drones on some of their ships. So I honestly don't understand what their deal is, but I don't care about that. The thing that really hurts me is, why would you confiscate my stuff without even notifying me? And then they give you a red slip which you need to present to the authorities in Port Canaveral in order to get your luggage. I didn't have that red slip. So essentially, if I just gave up and said maybe my case is lost, I don't know where it is, it's gone, my stuff would be at Port Canaveral right now. So that kind of bothers me as to why they would confiscate your luggage without even telling you. Then when I got back on board at Costa Maya, the security was like, hold on, there's a drone here, because it was still in its folded form going through the scanner. But Tristan probably told him hey, there's a guy on board with a folded drone, look out for it. I even told him which one it was because he asked me, so he easily Google it and see what it looks like and show his whole security team to look out for it. But this one got confiscated also, but I didn't really care. I took my memory card out in case I wanted to edit some footage, which I didn't, so that's that. Just be aware that some ships, for instance, we were supposed to go on a Carnival cruise back in November, and I had this and my big old green case, and it passed through security, no problems, but my wife was denied boarding, so I didn't get to go on that cruise. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you're gonna go on a cruise ship, any cruise ship, just make sure you check out their drone policy. And if you are new to drones and you want to fly and get nice footage of your travels, do it respectfully and safe. Read the laws wherever you go to, and don't make this hobby bad for the rest of us who's been doing it forever. That's all. Make sure you subscribe, and comment down below. What do you think about the drone policies on board some of these ships? That's it for today, guys. Make sure you enjoy yourself and be safe out there. Peace.